We went 2-1 on the free picks yesterday. Let's talk some hoops. Yo, what's up, boys? It is Keystone checking in with you guys with another free pick video. Guys, in today's video, I have basically a total of 5 player props that I really freaking like. I'm going to show you guys the slips that I set, but you can do whatever you want with them. These are just 5 plays I really like. The second one, I guess I would call it like my safety parlay. So that's what we got in store today. If you are new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe, guys. I'm making free pick content like this, and you are not going to want to miss my Super Bowl video that I'm dropping tomorrow. It's going to be a freaking banger. I'm excited about this play. I've been really getting in the lab, trying to find, looking up prior, box scores of prior Super Bowls to see how the Chiefs kind of played. Certain trends. I've really been digging deep to try to make sure that this play hits, and it's going to literally turn 250 into 2K. Definitely hit subscribe. Also hit the like and comment button. Drop a comment. Let me know if there's any player props that I missed today you guys like. Let me know in the comment section. If we can get it up to 50 likes, and we'll do 12 comments. 50 likes, 12 comments. Tomorrow on the NBA video and the NFL video, I will drop a free NFL week pass, or it's a Super Bowl pass, which we'll get into right now. So definitely hit those buttons if you have some time. Guys, I distribute all my picks through winnable.com/SBAA. Okay, now there's a free plan you can go sign up for. It's absolutely free, no charge. It takes like less than a minute to sign up. And I do a lot of promotions on there, bonus picks, like anything that's really good that you're not going to want to miss. It'll almost always come there first. So I also set up this Super Bowl VIP fixed plan. It just expires on Sunday night. So Monday morning, you won't have the plays anymore, but I'm taking 70% off of what I normally charge a week price to try to help out as many people as I can to get all the picks, get all the slips. We had a pretty good NFC championship, championship rounds, and we did really well on the wild card round as well. So, like I said, I'm going to be in the lab. It's only a 1-game slate. Obviously, it's the final game. So the volume won't be like a normal week, but it's still going to be really good. On top of that, you're going to get every single VIP slip I said in NBA until Sunday as well. So, like I said, 70% off the week price, guys, 30 bucks. Link below. Go check it out. I got a small recap for you. The pain for me personally continues. I'll just let you guys know. We did make a small profit on Better yesterday. Finally got one to cash over there. Now, this was the free picks I gave you guys yesterday. And, Dern hit, Beasley hit. Those were easy. This dude right here, man, got me late with a 3. I mean, real late. And he had 11 points. And I was like, anything but a freaking 3. And of course he hits a 3. So I took 3 Bulls players yesterday, ancillary options, that all had like 63, or maybe it was even higher than that. It might have been like 67% on the lower hit rates, and all 3 of them went over. It's like the starters didn't do shit and all the bench guys just fucking went off, right? So this sucks, but here's the thing. A lot of my VIPs that set this, by the time they got it, when I was done setting the slip, set the link out, and, takes them an hour to get to the play sometimes, whatever, right? Most of them actually got this hit because they ended up bumping this guy to 14.5. So, I always want to win money for my clients, guys. So I'm happy about it. This was actually one of them that sent this to me. He's like, bro, we won. I was like, well, I'm glad you won because this was my slip. But so technically 2-1 on this point line that I gave you guys, but that still brings us up to an incredible run of, I think we're up to like 15-5 or 15-6 maybe. I'll have to check what I put in yesterday's title. So yeah, that's it on the recap. Go check out the Super Bowl video, or yeah, definitely check out the Super Bowl video, but definitely check out this VIP plan, guys. This is a bargain, trying to hook you guys up. Okay, so like I said, I set this in a slip, but you guys can do whatever you want. In fact, if you are just straight betting, like if you're a books user and you just love straight bets, you're probably pretty happy with my free picks this last week because you've been doing really well. And I keep getting hooked. Like that slip I showed you guys where I go 2 of 3 and then the guy hooks. That's happened to me 4 times in the last 5 days where it's literally 2 green, guy hooks. Very frustrating. But I have a good feeling about today. It's Makeup Monday. We are going to freaking bounce back. This play is actually going to be on Dabble, guys. One of my favorite apps. It's going to be a pillar of our summer VIP experience, or baseball is pretty much my best sport other than college football and NFL, I'd say. It's very close. I had an absolutely huge July last year in baseball. It was by far the most successful month I've ever had in a non-football month. And I am rather looking forward to the weather to warm up and baseball season starting. So we're gonna really take advantage of what Dabble's gonna let us do that a lot of sites won't. So if you're not on there yet, I'm telling you, you'll love this freaking app. You'll thank me. You'll probably send me a tip. You'll probably just send me a $10 tip. You're like, damn, bro, I didn't even know Dabble was this good, Keith. So go sign up. There is a link below. You can use promo code SBAA, and if you do that, you get a free $10. Like, you don't even have to put a credit card in. Just go sign up. But eventually you're going to, because you're going to realize that they're just a fucking powerhouse app. They usually have best lines. They have awesome payouts. So yeah, we're going to get into that first leg. So we're going to take this guy from the Jazz. And I found this line, Isaiah Collier. I don't know if a lot of people are going to be talking about this guy today. That's why you guys got to hit sub, because I'm going to bring you the freaking juice on this one, okay? So this is an 8-point, what we call a push line. Dabble has a lot of these push lines. So on other sites where you would actually lose a play, you're getting extreme freaking value on these push lines, because a lot of times these lines are sharp. As you guys know, you saw the slip I lost by 1 point, and then the VIPs won it by 1 point. Some of them did. So these lines are very sharp this time of year. And you got to remember, like, if he ends up with 8 exactly and the other 2 plays hit, we still get paid for that. It just downgrades to a 3x slip. If it's 8.5, which it is right here on a lot of books, like if I don't even know if PrizePicks has this line. Let's take a look. Okay, so yeah, so you can see right off the bat, 8.5, right? Now let me show you the difference between 8 and if we take this down to 7.5. So the chances of him at least pushing this line go up tremendously, right? Now, you got to keep in mind something here, too. The reason he's having so much success recently is because the minutes have been up. Like, you know, the Jazz have a lot of players that have been in and out of the lineup, and this guy's basically the starting point guard now. So I'm projecting him to play about 28 to 30 minutes, and if he gets his average, which has been 28, should be a competitive game. The Jazz actually have been playing a little better, and I like the fact this is at home, up in a little bit of elevation. Pacers play at a pretty high pace still, so I think that there's going to be opportunities. I don't hate him on the PR line either, but you can see that this is just a good spot, and he's been hitting this 8 number pretty frequently. There's nothing intimidating about the Pacers. They give up a ton of points in the paint. That has not changed. You can see he's scoring almost half of his points down here in the paint, and the Pacers are ranked 23rd. They're giving up a lot of points still down there in that restricted area. So I think this is a really good spot when you take, you know, majority of his points are coming from right here. And then even 3% of his points are coming from the corners, threes. So these are good spots. This is just all around a good spot for him to hit this 8-point mark, guys. And if you set this on another site, you know, say he has 8 exactly, we're going to push. So you need 9 to win over here. You need 8 to push on Dabble, and 9 to win as well. But there is safety attached and value attached to that line. So that's going to be your free pick number 1, Isaiah Collier from the Utah Jazz, over 8 points. And then we're going to take a guy that I have mixed feelings about, to be honest with you. It's just really such a good matchup. I don't know if I have him pulled up or not. All right, guys, sorry about that. My software froze. So what I was trying to say is this is pretty much just really a matchup play for me. We need 22 points on this one. You can see this is once again a push line. This will go up as the day goes on. I don't mind him on the PRA either. If we look at this 22 that we would need to push, you're looking at a 61% hit rate, okay? So that'd be 8 out of 13. If you take, I don't know if there's any games without DeJounte Murray. Let's see. Let's just take these 2 out. We might as well just put Herbert Jones out too. Let's see if this actually increases it. So the one game that happened, maybe we take Herbert Jones off, and because Ingram hasn't played in a while. Let's just see without DeJounte if this goes up. Okay, so yeah, it's actually about the same. So, you know, like, it's really about the matchup for me. And Denver, you know, I think what Denver's doing right now is they're just like not playing defense to try to, you know, get to the playoffs. And then I think once the playoffs start, they'll probably flip that switch and start, you know, playing D again. But they're giving up a ton of points down low right now. Now, they haven't played this year. Zion hasn't played them this year. I think he might have missed this game. But if you look last year, his last 2 games, and this is actually when Denver was defending down low a little better than they are this year. Yeah, this year they're getting absolutely pummeled in the paint. So his last 2, he went over this point line, no problem. And I don't, like I said, I don't hate the PRA either because he actually went over in all 3. So I have that in another slip. But in this one, we're just going on the straight points. So that's going to be your free pick number 2. We're going to take Zion on this great line over on Dabble at 22 points. And then this guy will probably be popular today. He's actually going to be in my safety parlay that I'm going to give you guys next. It's for good reason. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, if you look at the overall hit rate on points and rebounds, it's not good, right? But look what he's done in his last 3 games, and look, they're all been home. Well, this is a home game too against, you know, the worst team in the NBA. They give up a ton of rebounds to his position. Their defensive rating is, it's all these dead last categories. Points to his position. This guy should eat today. If you look at the head-to-head, the last game, this was with LaMelo Ball, and it looks like Brandon Miller. They were in this game, and he still hit this point line, or this points plus rebound line, excuse me. If you just take out, you know, the games without LaMelo and Brandon Miller, and you got to remember too, Nick Richards got traded to Phoenix, so there's just a lot of reasons to like this today. The hit rate does go up a little bit, but it's really just more about the matchup too. I believe, what do we get this at? 32, so 33, yeah. So this is right on the push line. So these are 3 push lines though. So what this means is, like I said, if say Zion hits and say Bridges hits exactly on 33, okay? And then this guy hits, say he goes for 10, say he goes for 24, and then he gets exactly 33, we're still going to get paid 3x on this. So there's upside baked into this lineup. 6x is also incredible. In fact, if you set this play on Prize Picks, and let's just pull up Bridges. It looks like Prize Picks doesn't even, there it is. So yeah, you're getting a better line, push baked in, right? And then who is our third guy? We got Collier, we got him, and we got Zion to go. So once again, better line over at Dabble, okay? Now guys, I will show you for the sake of doing this. Am I signed in? Yeah, so I only have 38 bucks in my Prize Picks account. And the reason why is because I never use this site anymore, and I will show you why. Let's say I wanted to get down a quarter unit on this play. First of all, it's only going to pay 125. If I set this play on Dabble, it's going to pay 150, and I can show you that's exactly what I put on it right here. That's significant. Okay, that's significant for your money, right? You gotta set plays. If Dabble's legal in your state in Texas and you set this on Prize Picks, you're either lazy or you don't like money or you're not very good at math. It's one or the other. That's why I'm here, to try to help and educate. I'm not putting people down. I'm just saying you have to be smart if you want to take advantage and really make this like a side hustle. You have to set the plays where you're getting the best value. It's a pretty easy concept. So Prize Picks usually limits me to, let's see here, if I try to put 30 bucks just to be safe. They limit me usually to $5 a play, $25 a day. They don't even give me a lot of times Flex Friday promos, nothing like that anymore. But just for the sake of showing, I have 38.74. So let's just say we wanted to go all in on this. Let's put 38 bucks to win 190. You can see why dude, guys, Prize Pick freaking limits me. Okay, that'll tell you everything you need to know about this channel. Game mode not allowed. Okay, so there you go. Maximum lineup amount is $5. See that right here? Okay, most of the YouTubers you follow cannot show you this. So even if I did $6, boom. Okay. Most of the guys you guys follow on YouTube cannot show you this simple practice because I beat them for too much money. In fact, I just got a W9. Well, I had them from them last year, which was the big one. But it's crazy because I got it through PayPal, and now PayPal is trying to give me another freaking, you know, whatever to try to tax me twice. So I'm gonna have to obviously fight that. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. I hope the IRS is fucking abolished soon. We'll see. So anyways, let's get back over here, and then I'm going to give you guys what I think is fantastic freaking value. This next, what I would call a safety parlay. So let's get into that. Okay, so I haven't promoted this. This was actually one of my first affiliate partners ever, and I have not promoted them very much at all in the last couple months. They are a great site, and I probably need to kind of get back on there and start looking for plays just like this a little more. I've just been, you know, I get the, you know, the same thing. I kind of just get obsessed with the 6x plays, and You know, the new toy like Sports Millions has been, they have incredible lines on that side too, even though I keep freaking striking out trying to build a slip. You know, I've gone 2 for 3 and I can't even tell you, or 3 for 4, and how many slips I've set over there. It's truly just insane. But the cool thing about Chalkboard, they were the progenitors of the alt line. They were the first ones doing it. And there's some big things that are actually happening with this app that I can't publicly talk about yet. But this is a good app to get, I promise you. Going forward, you're going to be very happy that you got on Chalkboard. And they do a very simple $100 welcome bonus. So if you give them $100, they're going to give you $100 back. You give them $10, they're going to give you $10 back. I would always encourage you, if you have the cash, to try to take advantage of that. It's free money. So like you walk into a casino, you sit down at a blackjack table, you hand a $100 bill to them. They're not going to give you $200. They're going to give you $100 back to play with. Just your money. Okay. So that's the fastest way to increase your bankroll, guys. Sign up with new apps. If you use promo code SBAA, you will get that $100 welcome bonus. Right, so let's get into the what I would call my safety parlay. First and foremost, too, you're not going to find these lines anywhere else. I've already looked. Sleeper don't have them. Well, technically they might have them, but the value on them is terrible. Like I know for a fact they did not have the next one. So okay, so Amen Thompson from the Houston Rockets. Now you're saying, well, the Keith, this is only a 48% hit rate. Well, that's true, but this guy has been trending up. The minutes have come up. I mean, he's starting to really come up into his own in this league. He's actually a really fun player to watch, man. Him and Jalen Green both. Those two are gonna be a force in the near years. They're already pretty much at that point. But you can see if we shrink this down to say his last 10 games or so since he's really been a part of this offense. Look at this hit rate. He's only missed it in 2. And you got to remember something else, too. He is going to be taking over the point guard position until Fred VanVleet comes back. So you have an 80% hit rate on 3.5 assists. Now, Dabble had this at 4, and it was actually boosted. And I thought about taking that, but I really like this, just making sure the fourth one gets it, because assists can kind of be, like a finicky stat. And if you look at the potentials, okay, like this was a game without VanVleet. He got 7 assists, but look at the potentials. So it's like this was 4 for 4, so that was probably fluky. 3 for 6, 4 for 10, 10 for 11, so that was probably kind of a flukier one too. 4 for 6, 5 for 9, 5 for 12. So on average, I'd say he's converting at about 65% of his potential assist chances. So, and then the Knicks, there's nothing like too intimidating about this. They don't give up a ton of assists, but this is a very low number, and he's going to be handling the point guard duties. So right off the bat, and you still have Jabari Smith out too, by the way. But if we just take the games without Fred VanVleet and we change this, okay, 3.5, he's gone over in his last 2. So he's had 4 and he's had 5. 41 minutes, 39 minutes. The minutes are there. Yeah, I feel pretty good about this play. In fact, I like it a lot, and I think there's a reason you're not going to be able to find this on any other site right now. So that's going to be leg number 1, Amen Thompson, over 3.5 assists. And then we're going to take Malik Monk, and he's already been hitting this line anyways. And now De'Aaron Fox is, obviously got traded. Some wild trades in the NBA this week. And you got to remember, too, Levine's not going to be ready to play tonight. And so let's go over to Monk over here, and we can just click on the assists. And you can see this is set at 7.5 because that's what most books have it at. If you take it down to 6.5 like Guy got, since he's really kind of taken over running the offense since Doug Christie took over the head coaching, his last 10 games, guys, this is a 90% hit rate. I mean, it's really freaking good. 13 potential assists in his last game. So it's the same thing. On paper, Minnesota is kind of like an unappealing matchup. But, they're dealing with a lot of injuries right now, too. Julius Randle's going to be out. I mean, guys, they almost lost to the freaking Wizards at home the other day. Or maybe they did lose to the Wizards at home. I can't remember. And, you're talking no Julius Randle. Naz Reid is banged up. He might not play tonight. I would imagine that McDaniels is going to match up with DeMar DeRozan. So I think that, Monk's going to have some points plus assist opportunity. But in this play, we're just sticking with this trend. Without Fox, he's hitting 2 of 3, but overall 9 of the last 10 games, guys, that he's gone over this. So, ever since Christie took over, the offense has really been running through him and Sabonis. So I really like Sabonis as well. In fact, we can go look on Better and see if I can give you guys kind of a lean in every game. I do like in this Hawks game, I do like Malik Beasley a lot. We had him yesterday. Take his points. I think that's a pretty good play. We mentioned Richards in this game. Malcolm Brogdon's back for Washington, so I would just stay away from anything Washington. Poole has played very well against Charlotte. They really struggle giving up 3-pointers, so you could look into that. And then Valanciunas, I think, is probably a decent play too, because of the nature of Charlotte giving up so many points in the paint. And then we talked about Amen Thompson in this one. I'm staying away from the Knicks right now. You know, Anobi killed me the other night too. He got hurt like 1 minute into the third quarter, so we didn't get injury relief. Very frustrating. And so I'd probably, other than Amen, I'd probably would kind of just fade this game. I'm not really too interested. I'm kind of like same with this game too. I think this is a revenge spot against Milwaukee since they lost them in the in-season tournament. I don't know. I think this could be a blowout. Milwaukee's on a back-to-back, and I think they're going to really try to make a statement. And you know, the lines are just getting so high on these players. Like, it's hard to trust Shy. You know, in a blowout if he barely even plays in the fourth quarter, like kind of like their day against the Kings, right? So I'm not. I haven't really looked into this game yet. I mentioned I like Sabonis. Now Sleeper had Sabonis at 19, so it's a push line, but I don't mind it at 19 and a half. He's had a really good freaking track record. In fact, I'll just pull it up for you guys real quick since we're already on this game. If you look at well, we got De'Aaron Fox without, so he's gone over in 3, but let's just take that off just for the sake of it so I can show you the bigger picture here. His hit rate on this line is 19 and a half is 55%. So if you lower that, it's actually 63%, that 1 point. But we'll leave it here because we need 20 for a win anyways. But if you look at the head-to-head, look at this. I mean, he's gone over in all 3 against the Timberwolves. You know, the Timberwolves don't give up a lot of points in the paint. You can see it's actually 8th lowest, but there's just some guys that match up well with the defensive style of like the Go-Bears of the world. And I think this is just one of them. Okay, Sabonis, I really like him to get to 20 points tonight. So I think that's a great play. And then let's see what else we can find you guys. A couple free leans. So that I would go Sabonis there. I mentioned Collier in this Indy game. It's hard for me to, I am a Pacers fan. It's hard for me to trust any of them on any given night. I'm usually just stay away from them. But I think this is a decent spot to look at Walker Kessler too. I don't mind him on his points or points plus rebounds. And then I do like Joker. You know, New Orleans has really struggled. This is the biggest spread of the game, though. I already have a slip set over on DraftKings Pick 6 for the VIP that has some Zion and Joker looks. All right, sorry about that. My software froze again. I went to check and make sure it's updated or something. Something's going on with that. But anyways, I mentioned I like Zion and Joker in this game. You know, some of the ancillary options I wouldn't trust as much. For whatever reason, the Pelicans, you know, minus DeJounte Murray, it's hard to say like what they'll look like defensively. So it's, you know, he was a pretty good defender. So guys like Braun and stuff, I wouldn't have liked them as much if he was in, but it's hard to say now. I'll just stick to the big men in that one. This Orlando Golden State game, I actually kind of like some unders. I would lean under Banchero points. I would lean under maybe even Steph Curry points. These guys just haven't been getting it done. Franz Wagner's lines have caught up to what he's kind of been doing. So and you know, Golden State could blow them out, to be honest with you. Like, Orlando is like really struggling offensively right now, and Golden State doesn't give up points in the paint. So I would, you know, I'd probably just fade this game, to be honest. And in this one right here, I would just stay in the flames with DeAndre Ayton. He played really freaking well. Like Phoenix, I watched part of that game, and they just had no solution for that pick and roll that he was getting just easy buckets on. I think he was literally like 10 of 11 from the field or some shit. So I would definitely lean towards DeAndre Ayton. Let's see if they have his lines out yet. Yeah, see, I like 15 and a half. I think he gets 16 for sure. So, all right, boys, that's all I got for you. If you guys are new to the channel too and you made it this far, the reason I'm wearing my shades is because I broke my prescription glasses. I'm waiting on getting a new pair. I mean, some people actually seem to like the shades look, so maybe I'll just roll it, but those are prescriptions, so I can actually see the screen a lot better because of my older age. You know, the eyes don't work so good nowadays. So, all right, boys, let's cash some slips today. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and drop a comment to have a chance to win that Super Bowl week VIP pass. Peace.